Hello and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 31st of January 2021 and it's a day before the budget. Well, a lot of expectations, lot of hopes, lot of anticipation और जिस तरह से हमने देखा है the bears of Dalal Street are actually prowling and well, I sometimes feel that there were a lot of videos etc when COVID was rampant and all of us were shut inside the house and all the animals started coming out of the jungle. So all the bulls are feeling that way. Everyone is hiding, everyone is stuck neck deep in their long positions and they're really scratching their heads on what really needs to be done. So all this is going to give a lot of problems, yes, but then there is always a way to get around. And if you're watching my videos regularly, and if you have already hit the subscribe button, and if you have already hit the notification button, I'm sure that you are getting continuous updates on what's really happening on the ground. Yes, this is Raja Venkatraman. I'm the co-founder of Neo Trader and also your trading influencer. Been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. So, friends, we were speaking about a much hallowed support, much stronger support, but लेकिन सपोर्ट भी कितना काम करेगा जब बैर्स की जो बुनियाद है और जो बैर्स की जो ताकत है उसके पीछे even the supports have given away and as we speak, as we are heading into one of the most anticipated and most volatile days in our trading market journey, the budget day, we are going to be having the supports broken and we are going to see how we can pick up the pieces or whether there are any pieces left at all. So yes, I was speaking about a support zone which was offered to be my friend Fibonacci supports, and yes, it did work well. It did manage to hold on to the pressure from the bears, but then it did not last. Yes, 13750 broken, and what road lies ahead? How can we pan our setup, etc.? That's going to be the key agenda. Well, when you talk about the budget, every sector seems to be showing, raising their hands and saying, yes, there is something going to be happen, like say infra, agriculture, tech, etc., etc., logistics. So these are some sectors which are always buzzing at the time of the budget. But then budget is a time when anyone can be right, at the same time anyone can be wrong. What matters is what really is being cooked by the finance ministry and whether the dish is palatable. So yes, we are going to have a special edition of what's going to happen and how we are going to take the budget and what are the exciting stocks to look forward to. I'll be coming out with a separate edition. Do watch out, and of course you will only know if you hit the subscribe and like button, and that's how you will keep getting notified about such videos. Now when you come back to the markets, you can see that yes, every sector has been receiving a hit. People are trying to shift to mid and small caps, but then we don't know where are we going to get some ray of hope, some relief from that deluge of bearish pressure. But when you take a look at the overall max pain, you can find out that yes, around 13,900 and on 30,900, 14,000, there still continues to be some fair amount of concentration, and 30,500 on the bank nifty continues to be an important area to watch out for. Now when you go into the markets tomorrow, you are going to see that we are trading around and below that. Is nifty is much below that. I would say between nifty and bank nifty, I find that the charts of nifty much weaker. So now why am I finding it to be much weaker, and what are the chances of each of them holding out? That is something which we will take a look in our chart discussion. But for the moment, yes, this is what is set up right now, and we are going to enter the market tomorrow on a somber note, on a rather bearish mindset. But then we got to see how the market reacts to the budget commentary and how we are going to absorb this volatility. And when I did a seasonality analysis, I found that January has already been one of the most negative month in the last 3 years. Now, if you recall that this is how 2019 to 2020 began, and 2021 is also beginning in a similar fashion. Well, is it going to be a repeat? I don't know. Will it happen? I don't know. But all I know is how to follow the charts and come out with some suitable levels where we can act upon. तो चलिए देखते हैं charts क्या बता रहा है हमें. As we step into this chart, we are noticing that the Bank Nifty is the Nifty is currently at a very important stage. We had spoken about this particular zone around this gap area, which was around the 61.8. Once again, I am resorting to the Fibonacci levels because Fibonacci is a very, very powerful tool, and I am trying to take help of Fibonacci levels because Fibonacci is going to help us to find out what kind of supports are we looking at. So today, once again, we will be looking at Fibonacci levels, and you can see that right now the Nifty is indicating that the levels around 13,500 is the next set of supports. Yes, it is once again going to test. It has broken the first level of support which I had spoken about. Now it is headed to the next level of support. So as long as these levels are going to be held, everything is going to be fine, and we can continue to hope that markets will recover from here. But when I take a look at the momentum indicator, I don't find it to be that encouraging, and because of this, I feel that the Nifty could go down much lower. And the way the Nifty is poised, there are nice long body candles which clearly indicate that there is lot of selling pressure out there. So when the selling pressure is intense, you can safely believe that the bears are not going to go away soon, and every rally is going to be a selling opportunity. So yes, the selling is going to emerge somewhere around 13,800 once again. And as you can see that the SGX Nifty is already trading at 13,670. We are having a tough times right now, and important support levels are broken. So the first step which Nifty will have to do is reclaim back the 13,800 mark. Once 13,800 is reclaimed, then there is a possibility of a recovery, right? So you have 13,800 on the upside, 13,500 on the downside. So that's going to be like a 300-point range which we have for the markets entering tomorrow. And considering the nature of volatility, you can expect that the markets would oscillate around this area. So yes, tomorrow is a day where you got to exercise some caution, you got to exercise some prudence, and you got to have manage your position. कि मार्केट हर दिन एक ट्रेडिंग एनवायरनमेंट नहीं होता है, और जिस तरह से मार्केट की जो चाल है उसमें से एक बात साफ जाहिर है कि मार्केट में अब काफी लोग अपने पोजीशंस में फंस चुके हैं, और उसकी वजह से हर एक रैली जो आएगी, क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से मार्केट गिरा है 14,800 से 13,800, 1,000 points in 5 days, 6 trading sessions rather, is quite a fall, because many people out there are newbie traders. They have come into the market, उन्होंने सोचा कि बाय ऑन डिप्स कर लेंगे, बाय ऑन डिप्स करते गए, मार्केट रुका नहीं, और अब स्टॉप लॉस लगाने की तो किसी को आदत नहीं है, और उसकी वजह से जो फॉल हुआ है उसमें से एक बात साफ नजर आ रहा है कि people are hurting, and yes, when it recovers, people will exit out of their fear, and that's what will happen. So there is a rattle and shake which is happening right now. Yes, you got to maintain your calm, क्योंकि market जिस प्रकार से movement दिया है 12,000 से, it is quite understandable that this kind of decline will happen. And if you take a look at the historical months of February, you will find that the February is a negative month. So we got to see how negative it's going to be. Well, we have already had a rough January. We thought the January would end well, but then the way January has ended, it's definitely a negative ending. And the way it has ended, it is giving some goosebumps right now as we enter February. So यहाँ पर clear नजर आ रहा है कि important supports broken. Next level at 13,500. So I wager around 13,500 to 13,800 could be an important range for tomorrow, and that's why I feel that Nifty is definitely much weaker. But then when I take a look at Bank Nifty, I find that Bank Nifty is behaving much better. I have spoken about an important support zone. Bank Nifty has managed to respect to Nifty, and Bank Nifty are on different planes.
आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे कि बैंक निफ्टी has taken a good support around 29,750 and there is a revival attempt. Okay, let me just expand the chart here. This revival attempt, as you can see here, has got stuck around this area. You see this red line. This red line is nothing but the previous zones. So out here there is a resistance zone, right? This value area, this is called as a value area. So around the value area, once again, there was some supply. So that is something which we have to take care of. So what is that level? 31,000. So Bank Nifty has got on the upside 31,000 to conquer. On the downside, it is 30,000. So a 1,000 point का range है for the Bank Nifty. So that's going to be the range to play for on the Bank Nifty for the next few days till we dust settles on the budget commentary and around the 300 points on Nifty. That is the scenario on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Between both, Bank Nifty is better. Now let's get into CNXIT. All right. I'm continuing to take the help of Mr. Fibonacci because I find that he gives lot of insights into the way the market is behaving, market structure, etc. And I see that this push to the downside in IT continues, and we could expect the levels around 61.8, which is 24,300. So 24,300 is on the downside, is something which I'm expecting in Nifty IT. There is continued pressure. You saw even on Friday, steady selling coming off in the Nifty, all the stocks, Nifty, IT stocks rather. IT stocks were under pressure right from the morning, and now also you will see that the pressure continues to the downside. So yes, important. The first support which is coming for Nifty IT is around 24,300. There are a set of small body candles here, so this could coincide with acting as a good support area. So yes, if you are looking to go long in IT stocks, look for a pullback in Nifty IT first. And if it hits 24,300 and it begins to hold and the budget commentary is not too unfavorable to the IT sector, then you can see a recovery and that could be the time to enter into the IT stocks. So this is how I have studied the whole indices. You can see that Nifty, Nifty IT and Bank Nifty. If you do structure, you will see that the Nifty is the weakest, then comes Nifty IT, and then comes Bank Nifty. So don't start shorting Bank Nifty or NBFCs right at the start because Bank Nifty is much better. So if you were actually wanting to go long, so look at Bank Nifty stocks first and NBFC stocks first because those are the sectors which are in action.
Yes, this is what I wanted to share. There are signs of hope on the from the Bank Nifty. There are signs of despondency from Nifty. तो निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी पे एक टग ऑफ वॉर है और इसके बीच हमें काम करना है. एंड CNXIT is definitely trying to recover from the battering. Yes, it had a very good run, but then जिस प्रकार से CNXIT में एक negative pressure चल रहा है, you can expect that there could be more continued profit booking, and we got to see how all this is going to conjure up into some kind of trend understanding, some kind of stock setting. So this is going to be a volatile week. तो volatile week में आपको थोड़ी सावधानी से काम करना पड़ेगा, and that is why I keep coming out with videos where I share some idea about how to handle the index, because if you don't know how to handle the index, you will never be able to make consistent return. Thank you for watching this video. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. Been in the market for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do like, subscribe, and comment on this video. See you again.